you guys get a big win, coming out and putting up 8 runs in the first inning. I mean, how much of a relief is that for you? After you guys struggled a little bit offensively last weekend, to back-to-back nights to be able to see some hits falling out there.
Well, I mean, anytime you jump out to an 8-0 lead in the first inning, I guess a sigh of relief, a cushion, kind of an air of comfortability. I mean, yeah, you definitely rather have it that way. But there's also a little danger in that in the first inning too, where guys could get complacent. And that didn't happen today. Our dugout was really good. I thought the whole time, and we just kept it on them. They just kept running some pitchers out there, and we stayed with our at bats. It's another game with no errors. I think that's 2 straight. It's very important to us. I was really encouraged by Troy Conyers, and last night was very emotional. San Diego State, everybody on base in the 9th, and 3 punch outs to end it. And then today was a little bit of a breather.
Were you concerned at all, with as much emotion as there was last night, that the team might come out a little flat or anything today with the way that last night's game went?
Well, worry is a waste of your imagination, Shotgun. And concern, I guess, would be a better word, than worry, but not at all. We're so early in the season. This is, we have so many new guys. We started 4 freshmen tonight. We're having tryouts basically, and it was a new day. It's just a blank, dry erase board, and last night was over when the sun comes up, and we have amnesia one way or the other.
What are you kind of learning about your team with so many new guys? I mean, I come out here and see, and I don't recognize barely any of the guys. The middle of your lineup's about all that you returning, at least in tonight's starting lineup. So what are you kind of learning so far in the first couple weeks?
Well, I think that we really like Brett Bewley has really stood out, and he's done a great job both offensively and defensively. Bryson, with all the expectations on him, has been able to do a great job and really default to his process, on a daily basis. Ryan Kirby and Hunter Mercado Hood, 2 real high-profile recruits out of high school, have stepped up and had a good start. And then you're looking at trying to find that leadoff. Daniel Gardner was a Player of the Year in his junior college league up in Fresno City. He's had a couple big hits, played great center field. So, we're learning about guys as we go. The pitching thing, is still just trying to establish some roles and get guys some confidence out there, between the white lines.
And one guy that what role he's going to be in, Troy Conyers, at the front of your rotation, come out tonight after having a rough start last week. What did you like from him, kind of bouncing back tonight?
I thought he was just better. He was sharper. Coming back from that injury, he just needs game experience. But I thought tonight he was good. He threw his changeup, wanted to throw the slider, and his fastball had a little more zip on it. I don't know what the gun readings were. You were probably up there, but he just looked a little bit more efficient, and we wanted to get him out of there as soon as we were up by a lot, and get him ready for next Friday.
And what does this tournament kind of mean for you? Going up against Tony, for several years, coaching, to now have a tournament in his honor. That not only where you get a chance to play San Diego State, your rival, but also bring in some teams from around the country and have a true championship format.
This is awesome. It is exceeded anything that I thought would happen. There's banners everywhere. It's a regional-like atmosphere. We just had a coin flip, to see who was going to be the home team. So it's exactly like a regional, and I'm just super impressed with the way this whole thing has been run. And Jack Murray and John Cunningham and John Maffey up at the Times, and Alicia Gwynn and Anthony Jr. have been instrumental in this event. I think everybody's kind of blown away. I think the media, are super stoked that this thing's going on. I think they like the format. That it's a true winners bracket, and there's going to be a true champion come Sunday afternoon, and the fact that we can bring all of these quality teams in here, I mean, and they're all from out of state, it seems like, or from different geographic regions. And it's just going to continue, next year in 2018, 2019. It really will be the premier tournament, I think, in the country. And the coolest thing, though, Shotgun, is that, for me, I was a teammate of Tony Gwynn, at San Diego State. And I get to hear his name all the time. It's the Tony Gwynn Classic, the Tony Gwynn, and there's tributes on the scoreboard. I mean, I miss him, and to have this thing is just such a great tribute, because this was his vision, along with one of us going to Omaha, San Diego State or USD, because really of the fans of San Diego, and the community of San Diego.